I'm telling you, if you didn't feel anything after this episode apart from fucking tears shedding down your face and emotion, and no, I'm not talking about that amazing anime episode that we just had. I'm talking about the latest chapter, chapter 450, and just holy shit, the emotion, a couple little bit of romance scenes in this one, and some real true fucking tragic sadness going into this one. So let's just get straight into this one. Holy shit, we get to see first thing we get to see that Makarov being born. We get to finally see like what he looks like. You know, we also get to see his mother as well for the first time, Rita. And you know, everyone's all in celebrating like, oh, look at him, he's such a cute little thing. It's like, oh, let's call him a name. And like, actually, it's like the one that ended up using it is like Mavis was the one that decided, you know, let's call him like Makarov because, you know, that's the name of like the prince that I read in a book a long time ago. And they're like, oh, that's a lovely name. And like, everyone's like so happy. And then they notice something about it. Like her life just starts to vanish from there. They're like, wait, she's used too much energy during childbirth. And then she remembers it. Mavis remembers it right there. You don't understand how precious life can be. And then when you come to realize it, everything around you will disappear. And that's when Sarah starts explaining to her, she starts freaking out as she realizes what is more powerful that you're going to be. And this explains as she's like, showing that she really cares for life and all that, as she's like draining like the life from plants and draining everything. And then she actually runs away like for like, it's been like, I believe it was like for like half a year or something until like someone was even found. And you even see that this explains why Zeref was so strong when he saw Natsu for the first time, because he saw, this is my long lost brother, I absolutely love him, like what's he doing here, so many questions. And that's why there was such a big impactful blast from it. And when you see Zeref actually finds her and she's just there, just like absolutely desolate, she hasn't ate anything for like about like 6 months or stuff, and it's like she even started taking it away lives, just like aimlessly wandering around. And it's like, you know, by the time she went there, she just saw like, look at herself, like she was absolutely like just desolate. I believe it was like a year she disappeared for, but she was like, I hadn't even eaten in half a year already, and it's like, I'm still alive and I'm fucking and like notice as well how she kind of like had those eyes as well, like Mavis, like with like when she actually had those eyes, like a lot like Zeref when he goes into that mode where he goes into psychopath, and she's just like there saying like, you know, please just kill me. Like when someone's begging you to kill him, and it's like, you know, I can't even do that. And he's telling about the things that he's trying to do. It's like, I've made these things called Ethereos just to even try it. And it's like, I'm even building a country as well, you know, preparations to war. Like he had so much stuff in plan for it. And he's just like, don't get me wrong, Mavis, I hate wars. I think it's ugly, disgusting, no matter how it looks. But, you know, when I'm building my country, it's like needlessly expanding it just the kicks either. And it's just like, it's really interesting just to even see that. It's like, but you just said it was enjoyable, and you just noticed that like it's like your own, he's saying your own thoughts become contradictions. It's like he's actually losing himself, like he's getting a split personality. Like he's saying, you know, that's the reason I live to die. It's like, I want to see my brother, no, I want to destroy him. And he's like, what's going on? What's exactly happened is that he's been alive for so long, and that is fucking with him, and he's generally thinking everything must be destroyed, and that is like, that is his purpose. He has to do it. I feel like he's accepting that like he's succumbing to his own fear and his own darkness, and I feel that's what's been happening. It's like, and Mavis is just there like, no, I'll accept you, you know, you're the only one that understands how I feel. And it's like, please, we'll give up this, like we'll find a way to break this curse, like I swear we'll find something, like. And that's when it happens, you know, let's find it together. And they have a little bit of an emotional moment, and that's when like Zara says it herself, like, you're the first one to treat me this kindly. It's just like, this is also the first time I've loved someone like this much. And they share a little bit of a kiss like that. You're like, holy shit, there was an actual romance. Honestly, I thought that these two were gonna fight till the bitter end, and it's just so depressing after that when you see everything in that deep of the abyss magic that unites is all love like that. And we find out there is a way to kill these people. And it's like, love can cause miracles, and sadness, it actually takes away the curse from Mavis and kills her right there. Like something that is like loved so much, like Zeref right there, the fucking thing that he had right there that he loved the most, she just dies right there. It's like her life was taken, even though it was immortal, and he's holding her dead body of this girl that he's just like finally got the kiss to love, and finally someone he could understand, that he could be with, that to be happy with. That's right there, I believe that's what snapped, and that explains why he wants Fairy Heart, because it's Mavis, because he wants his love of his life back. And also as well, like I believe his other side as well is like the destructive capabilities of Fairy Heart as well. But that's the other side of him calling to him saying, no, I need to, like, this is the woman I love. And maybe one of the things that he might be trying to do is like, maybe if he like does it the other way around, it's like, Mavis, maybe this time, like, you know, you love me so much that you will destroy me instead, like, you know, then I can finally end this. Like, so how it's gonna do that, like, what's going to happen? Is it like, is he going to be reunited with Mavis and that's going to be the way to finish? Like, the only way it feels like to really finish off Zeref is like, he's filled by love. And I know that sounds really cheesy, what do you think about it? But like, that's honestly the best way. You got to succumb him to his own things. Like, maybe you weaken him by seeing like the woman of his life. Maybe you do that. Like, that might be the way to stop Zeref. Maybe it's like his brother finally accepting for who he is. And it's like, that might be the weakness that Zeref needs to actually end it. So like, I don't know, honestly, it was a really deep chapter, and I'm just like, really hit me just here. I was like, fuck, just like, it was just a really short and just sort of like, you know, fucking Romeo and Juliet got to have some time to know each other and just go like, these two just had a spontaneous, like, they felt like the two beings in the world that can understand each other. And like, you know, Zeref after all these hundreds of years, just finally finding someone that genuinely cares for him, and just, you know, just like that, just gone. And honestly, this was a 9 out of 10 chapter. I thought it was absolutely amazing. It was just depressing as fuck, though. Like, that's one thing. Is like, I don't want to joke about this or anything. It's just like, it was just depressing, guys. And it was just like, I feel like Zeref is more of the tragic villain now. Just seeing that it's like he lost his girl. You know, no one understands him. He's trying to do things right. He's trying to kill him, but he just keeps making things. And like, honestly, this thing about it, if you was like alive for like how many 100 years or so, and your only thoughts was just like trying to kill yourself and causing so much damage, I feel like your mind would break as well after everything you tried to do just to resurrect your brother, to like try and make things right. It's just like, it's understandable why his mind would snap, and this is I feel it's like the snapping point for him. But great chapter. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. But that's all from me. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.